With Barack Obama being elected, it got me thinking in terms of what's going to happen with slavery. Um, will it still be relevant, or is it going to be cast aside as something that happened in the past and that we can all move on from? And I have mixed feelings on it. I mean, because I can't fault somebody for saying that black people are messed up for slavery, and I can't really fault people who say that slavery happened a long time ago. It's just personal choice. I'm kind of torn, honestly, and I don't really I can see it from both sides, and I can make arguments from both sides. But I think most African Americans, and the whole world for that matter, don't know how atrocious slavery was. And that's the thing about it. Like, what you're taught in school is like the rated G version of what happened. Seriously, you have to dig deep to the point where, for me, it wasn't until I actually, took a class, and, studied from a professor of African American history. And it was through me taking this class and, doing my own, side research, and YouTube helped out a lot too, that you realize how horrendous it was. I can't even speak about it, because I can't really describe the acts, in terms of, having, sex slaves, little children, all that other stuff. Like, there was a lot of foul shit that people don't know about. And quite frankly, it's disturbing on a whole other level. But people don't necessarily understand that. So that's why I'm torn. People talk in terms of the Holocaust, and we all understand how serious it was. Like, the white media and just, I don't know, Jews or whoever, mainly controls how the Holocaust is portrayed. I feel like they do a good job of capturing the spirit of what happened and how horrendous it was. Like, they don't really try to water it down. They might present stuff tastefully, but they don't water it down. But slavery, I feel, it's been watered down to the point now where, we can joke about it. Dave Chappelle can do some skits. We can joke about slavery, right? Because it's been watered down. Man, even for me, I can't lie, a lot of stuff used to be funny. But for me, when I started to understand what happened and what took place, you leave with a different sense. I mean, they have the Museum of Tolerance in, California, Los Angeles, and I've been to that. And they have all these things that let you understand what the Holocaust was. But for slavery, there's nothing that captures what it was. Because to capture what it is, it really it really casts America in a negative light. It really does. So I can see America's push to act like slavery is gone and it's out of the history books. I can understand why they want to do that. But it's gonna hurt black people, because in my opinion, when I hear somebody use slavery as an excuse, a part of me agrees with them more than I disagree. Not because of their arguments, because half the time most people don't know what exactly took place in slavery and how it happened. But for me, just knowing what really happened, or having a strong picture of what happened, kind of leads me to believe that a lot of shit that we're going through is because of it. Um, so I mean, I don't know. I'm not even trying to make a point in this video. I just don't know. Like, I just really feel like we're gonna lose what happened with slavery, because we already don't know enough. You know, all we have is Roots, pretty much. You want to know about slavery? Watch Roots. And honestly, if Disney could talk about slavery, that would be Roots. Seriously. I'm being so serious. Because there was a lot of horrendous shit that took place. I mean, even with the Middle Passage. I remember in high school, we did watch something on the Middle Passage. It was a documentary, and even that shit bothered me. Like, even to this day, like, I still remember that documentary on the Middle Passage. And even then, like, you know, just thinking about that, like, it's almost as if we don't grasp it. So I hear people use it, but I don't hear people use it effectively. And I'm afraid that we're just going to lose it altogether. Because it's not a crutch, but at the same time, you just can't throw it away. You know, it's just like you sprained your ankle, but you can still go. But at the same time, you know, you still sprained your ankle. So I don't know, I'm torn. Like, I really am torn. And like I said, I'm just afraid that it's just going to get lost. And I'm afraid that not enough people know what really happened. And that's the scary thing about it. If you're a Jew, if you're Jewish, you know what happened during the Holocaust. You know what happened. You know what happened. And you don't have to go far to know what happened. But, you know, if you're black, especially African American, even if you're freaking African, it's like you have to go through great lengths to figure out what happened in slavery. You do. Because the only thing you're going to get is, you know, the Disneyland rated G version. You're not going to get what really happened. Because it's shocking. And you shouldn't really feel good after it. Like, if you know what really happened, in my opinion, you can never really joke about it. I've never seen a joke. I don't know, maybe I don't watch enough Comedy Central or other shows like, you know, other televisions, stations, but I haven't really seen the Holocaust portrayed lightly. It's always been portrayed with the utmost seriousness because people know what happened. But just for the mere fact that we can joke about slavery, but then in the same sentence use it as a reason, as an excuse, it lets me know that people just don't really know what happened. And that shit's scary to me. That shit's scary. So, I don't know, man. Tell me how you feel. Like, I don't know. Like, it's really something that's unsettling. Really. Because you feel like this is something that we need to know, but we abandon it and we make light of it, but then we want to use it as a reasoning. And with Obama becoming president, you know, you wonder what's going to happen to slavery. What's going to happen? Because not enough of us know what it was.